Can y'all hear me? Yeah, I think y'all can hear me now. Okay. Uh, let's see. Okay, I guess y'all can hear that. Um, so yeah. I'm coming back to do part through two after since January. Let's not talk about it. But shut up, Siri. But I just want to come back and do part two because a lot of people keep asking me, how do you separate the body or to do the clothes? And I want to really say this because every time I make a tutorial video, I kind of have this issue. Y'all, I'm not a good teacher at all. It's very hard for me to explain what I'm doing. I can't really break it down. And when I have broken down, it hasn't really turned out for the best because people don't get it. But I'm gonna say this: if you are just starting to render, you just downloaded Blender, and you like, oh, like I want my stuff to look like Kiko's. I'm not the place kind of to go to. Oh, that list. I'm not the place to go to because I don't really I haven't been in that beginner space in so long. So I don't know how to kind of break it down to where you fully understand it. I can only kind of like help people who have like a knowledge of like Blender, but I would recommend going to watch like some other simmer videos because they break them down really well. If I can, I'll come back and I'll link from where I've learned, and then come back to this video because what I'm showing is very it's very, I wouldn't say it's advanced, it's moderate. It's not really beginner friendly. Okay, so oh, and also this stream isn't going to be too long because this process isn't that long. Okay, so we got bum ass Stephanie right here. So let's say that you just imported your sim from, what's it called? What is it called? Sim Ripper. I just wanted to say this. I do not use Sim Ripper. Maybe the only thing that I have from Sim Ripper is Stephanie's head. Like, this is a sim body I made in Blender. I made these clothes to fit her body. So I really want you to keep in mind that this isn't like a sim body. But I did join these things together, so it'll kind of look like it. All right. So you just downloaded your sim from Sims 4 Studio, and you watched my first video, and you know your body has shine, but you don't know how to separate the clothes. So you're gonna go to tab, or you're gonna go up here and go to edit mode, and let's say all of this is selected. So, and make sure you are in the newest update of Blender because there was a update a couple of days ago, I believe, and it kind of it kind of, what's the word? It helps your game. It helps your game go faster. Oh, not game. It helps your Blender render faster. Oh, and hey, I'm just seeing that. Yeah. So make sure you're in the newest one. It also will help with your Blender crashing. If you don't have the most up-to-date Blender, it will crash. Okay. So you're going to deselect by right-clicking your mouse. And then you're going to press L. And you're going to select the body. Now, since this body is not an EA body, the body is going to be separated. Let me see if I can open up an older Blender. Oh, okay, cool. So, like, let's say this is your body. It's the EA body, right? It's going to, it's going to look like this one. For one, it's not going to be as high poly as mine. You just right click and you go to select your body. The EVA body is cut up for some reason. So you're going to press L and you're going to select each piece. And you have to make sure you're getting each piece. Okay, so let's say you selected each piece, right? So then, now that all your pieces are selected, you're going to press P and the first one. Because if you do any other ones, it will kind of come undone. So you're going to press P. And now we can, right click. Now we can work on this. So we're going to go to sculpting, and this is how I'm going to fix it. You shouldn't have these issues because CC creators, they delete some of the body. So you have to avoid this, but I'm just going to fix it for mine. Okay. Okay, so let me actually undo this, because when you get this from SimRipper, it's going to look like this. Right. So this is probably what it's going to look like. It's probably going to be looking ashy. So after you separate it and you made the alter to your mesh, you're going to come and turn this down, of course. And yours, it wouldn't be two materials. The reason mine is two materials is because I don't use SimRipper. Okay, so now that you separate it, you can make realistic alterations to your clothes. Let me put this in Eevee so it renders faster. But we are going to render it in cycles. So this is the difference that you can see, like, and this is why I don't suggest using the displacement maps in Eevee. It just looks too much. But on her face, you can see like all the details, the porous areas, and but on the clothes, it's just flat. So one day I was just working on a render, and I noticed how flat the clothes looked. So I was like, let me see if I can put a displacement map on there. But I'm on live. I'm gonna have to call you back. Oh shoot, I'm sorry. It's okay. It's okay. So to make it not look flat, the displacement map is so much easier than the skin. So I'm lazy, honestly. So the only thing I pretty much do is I press Shift D to duplicate, and I drag it over here. I search displacement map, and y'all, it is so important to bring your displacement map down, because bringing it down will make it look more realistic. So we're gonna drag what the hell? Sorry. Okay, so you're gonna drag your height to your color, and as you can see, like it gives it like that spandexy texture. And we're going to put this on 0.07. And we're going to go to search and search for a color ramp and put that for the specular and the... Which one am I on? Why is this one changing? What? Which one am I on? Okay. Well, if we're going to put the spec down, and we're going to play with the roughness, because clothes aren't really glossy unless you're wearing an outfit that gives that illusion that it's glossy. But we're just gonna kind of play with the to give it some shine, because everything has like oils in it, and you don't want to make something completely matte unless you have like really matte nails. But in my opinion, you don't even have to make matte nails completely matte, because like everything has like some type of oil or sebum in it. So we're gonna come to the top. Oh, they're together. And we're gonna shift the texture. Oh, and this is another thing if you're using Sim Ripper. So it's going to be all in one, we're going to be all in one package. Okay, so let's say that this is your it's gonna come like this. So like if you have a hair, it's gonna be up here. If you have glasses, if you have eyelashes on, they're all going to be up there. So this is how it's gonna look coming out of Sim Ripper. So you want to make so let's say it's gonna be say like your sim name underscore diffuse map. So you're gonna open it up in Photoshop or Paint.net or GIMP or whatever you're using, and you're going to save another one of these before you do your displacement map on the skin. You're going to save this as clothes. You're just going to save it as clothes, just so you know that it's the clothes. And then you're just going to so after you separated it, let me do this again. Okay, so after you separate it, you're going to create a new material. So let's say that this is the new material. So we're going to do what I just did. You're going to search for your image. I keep forgetting that most people use Sim Ripper. What did I say? Okay, there you go. And okay, so this is exactly what your clothes are going to look like when you make a new material and you put in the texture. You're going to Shift-D, search for your displacement map. Write that down. I don't feel like doing the color wrap. You can do the color wrap, but I don't feel like doing that. So normally I would recommend y'all to do an AOA map. And AOA maps adds like so much realistic features to the mesh you're using. But the way that Glacier Brand baked this, I really don't feel like you need to do that. But let's say you want to do that on the skin. So this is more tips that I've learned to make it look more realistic. Turning up this substance, blah blah. Oh, we're turning this up substance, subsurface. I don't know. It kind of just adds like more of a skin feel. One second. It adds more of a skin feel to the body once it renders in what's it called? Once it renders in cycles. So like this is almost just like an undertone. I know it's making her look lighter, but it really won't have that much effects once we render. But for beginners, I highly recommend. Well, not even beginner. If you're doing this the first time, I would just leave this alone. But ever since you've watched the first video, if you've done a couple of renders, I recommend turning it up a little bit just to add some realism. I do the same to this body. Oh, it's not the same color. Oh, I'm on. Damn, I'm on the wrong thing. Needs to pay more attention. So yeah, I'm just going to show you how to what's it called? How to do an AOA. Oh, I had another A. It's just the AO. So you just want to turn this black and white. And you're going to go to contrast. And we're going to try to emphasize like the shadows. It's a little bit too light. I'm going to go to levels. Oop. Levels will probably be better if your sim has darker skin. So we're going to make it lighter. And really trying to get those highlights and those lowlights to be seen. That as next, we're going to drag this up and we're going to search for mix RGB. And you don't have to do this. Sometimes I just wait till I'm done to change this, but I'm going to change it now just to save time. And you're going to go search image. You're going to open up that package we just made. And we're going to go to ambient occlusion, and that's what AO is. We're going to attach it to the vector. I feel like I showed y'all this, or I said that I was going to show y'all this, something like that. And I'm going to actually, I think I did that in the wrong order. I'm gonna put that to color, then do that. And we're gonna search for our color ramp, which is our bestie when it comes to rendering. We're just going to play around. As you can see, like, you can see the shadows going away. It's giving her like a bronze look. This won't affect it too much, but if you go too dark, it could. But I feel like it gives them like just more depth because, you know, light hits us from every angle. So I feel like it just brings it all together. So I'm going to select these and I want to copy them. I'm going to paste them. I might have to do that over again. So mix. Oh, and I just learned this. I didn't know you could like just search it. I don't know. I was doing the most back in the day. Okay. And now we're going to color. Oh, ignore why she looks like for what is that man's name? Forrest Whitaker. I don't know why she does, but so yeah, that's pretty much, you know, how you work on the body. I've been getting this question multiple times since I showed the last video, but it's really not that simple. The hardest part about, you know, making the thing look more realistic is like the first time you do it, and after you do it, it is pretty much easy after that. But like I always say, I'm going to always encourage you guys to watch other videos because a lot of the stuff that I learned from Blender has just been through experimenting and watching other people make stuff in Blender. So yeah, does anybody have any questions? I'm not sure what do you exactly mean by how do you add purses in Blender. If you're using Sim Ripper, your sim should, if you want them to wear the purse, you should put them on them and then rip them. But if you want to like know how to put things in and out of Blender, like from Sims 4 Studio, I kind of go over that in my CC creating video. So yeah, I just came on here for a quick little stream just to answer you all's questions. And yeah, I may be going live on my Discord soon, but yeah, I just wanted to do this quick stream just to answer some questions. I hope y'all have a beautiful day and thank y'all for watching.